Welcome in Spa in Belgium for the final round for the VW Funcup 2014. For this final round, the Funcups will join the 2CVs during their 24 hours, but the Funcups will only drive for 6 hours. Making his comeback at the steering wheel of a Evo 3 car, Rudy Schoofs, after 4 years of absence.
Fantastic.
This is a fantastic car, especially if you can drive an Evo 3. I've always driven the Evo 1. And so it's a big difference, but performance-wise and power-wise and shifting goes like a dream. It's a great car. Tom Kalmijn, you got the 44 at the start for Claude Jaspers. What's the expectations for this car? I hope we can get into the top 5. That's very realistic considering the previous results. And we might get to a podium, but top 5 should be possible. And how was qualifying? Well, I made a mistake. I made a wrong bet by putting the lesser driver first, and with the 2CVs that was not obvious. Fighting for the title in the 2-seaters, the 365 car pass machine with Anava Kamen at the wheel. Expectations are high because we're fighting for the title here, but it's a bit strange here because we're driving together with the 2CV, so there's a bigger risk, but if everybody behaves like a gentleman, it should be okay. 28 VW Funcups at the start of this final race of the season. The champions are known in the Evo 3 division. That's the Colson Racing machine. There's still a fight for second position in the championship. And one of the cars for that position is the 277 with Guillaume Mondron at the wheel. Yes, everything is going well. We're not fighting for the title anymore. We're fighting for second place in the championship, trying to control the race and trying to get to the end. But it's a standing start, so that's new for everybody. We have to be careful. And the weather conditions, because it might rain later on. Yes, it's dry for the moment, but exactly, it could rain later on. But I wouldn't mind a little bit of rain would make it more exciting. Funcup is enjoyment for big and small, and there's a happy promoter on the grid as well.
Jean-Pierre
Mondron, last race of the season. What are your feelings? Well, it's a great thing. It's a new thing for us as well to share the track with the 2CVs. It's the first time that we do this, and I think everything will go well. And everybody will behave like a gentleman, and everybody will have fun. And sporting-wise, there's plenty to decision in this last race, so that's a good thing as well. Yes, well, the champions are known, and they stay in first. It's the Colson Racing car. It's a pity that Victor Colson can't drive here this last race because that was scheduled, but he's ill, unfortunately. But they're still fighting for the other positions in every category. So a standing start for this final race. 28 cars taking the start on this mythical Ardennes track. Ready for the start. The lights go on and go off, and it's the Autocar S Italian VW Funcup, the leader in the Evo 2 Championship. That goes for the whole shot at La Source corner. Great start by the Italians. Everybody else has to be careful to get to that first corner undamaged. Frederick Vervish in the McDonald's Racing going very wide there. And we take the start with the 44 MTE Jack Motors car, and that's a very careful start. Looking in the mirrors, looking around him, trying to avoid every incident, because there's one locking up. That's the Trendy Foods car. Fortunately avoiding every other car, and everybody gets through just fine. The leaders are already heading towards Coombe, but still the Autocar S machine leading from the Socardin car. And then the others with Côte Passion cutting the Coombe corner. Côte Passion, one of the cars fighting for second position in the championship. And here we drive with the new champions. You have to finish this first lap of the race to get that extra point to be sure of the title. Philippe Grosset chasing Frederic Vervisch in the McDonald's Racing is in third for the moment, because it's still the Autocar S Corse machine, the diesel machine in Evo 2 category car, leading this first lap from the McDonald's Racing machine. And the 19 has dropped to fourth, but is still in contention. And then the rest of this impressive VW Funcup field. 28 cars scrambling for the same inch of tarmac. With both the Allure teams now in the top 5, the 274 and the 277. And the 4 is dropping some positions, as is the number 2 car, the number 2 DRM Motorsport car, which is second in the Evo 2 Championship. Here we're driving with the 278. Has to let go the leaders a bit, is in third for the moment. And you can see how Frederic Vervisch ahead of us is getting into the slipstream of the Autocar S machine and is now passing him at the end of the Camel Straight. So we have a new leader, Frederic Vervisch in the McDonald's Racing machine. In front of the Autocar S Italian VW Funcup. Here's the Trendy Foods car, the car that blocked its brakes at the start. And we're driving with Jean-Pierre Baudard here in the Côte Passion, the number 4 car, fighting for the title of vice champion. Fighting with the 277, the Allure team car. For the moment it's going towards the 277. But Baudard is trying to make up ground, and it's not easy because they have to lap the 2 CVs, of course. And some have compared it with the prototypes passing the GT cars at Le Mans, to give you an idea of the speed difference between the 2 cars. 278 dropping some places, now fighting for 6th and 7th position. It all changes a lot once you get slipstreaming in Spa. Now it's the 19 back in third from the 277. And the leader racing, the 271, is now in fifth from the 274, the other Allure team car. But everything changes rather quickly. Look at this. 4 abreast towards Coombe Corner with now the 271 leading the 20 car, and the 277 and the 19 have dropped some places. And then there's the first safety car of the race. There has been an incident with the 18 car at the Blanchimont corner, this high-speed corner. The 18 car, the Trendy Foods car, made contact with the 2CV and drifted into the wall. And there was some important damage at the 18 car. It took some time to repair it. Well, we were at Blanchimont, and we were passing a couple of 2CVs, and the car ahead of me took to the left and I took to the right, but he was apparently a bit surprised, and he hit me on the left rear, and I went into the wall. So damage for the 18 car. The 320 car, the Pappy's team, is back after an absence and is leading in the Evo 1 2-seater category. 371, the 2-seater winners at the 24 hours event earlier this year, is now fighting for the 2-seater honor as well, together with this 360 car, who has a bit of extra air conditioning, as you can see. But leading the 2-seaters after 2 hours of racing is the 365 car, pass car, the title contender for the 2-seaters. It would be a good result for them as well. The 271 car has some strong driver lineup for this race and is fighting for the Evo 2 honors, the diesel category car. And it's the first of the pit stops here. And as you can see, it has started raining over Spa, as it usually does. And that might make life difficult for a couple of drivers. Not for the Autocar S Corse though. Leading the diesel category. Has dropped back a bit overall, but is still in 5th overall, and that's a very good position after 2 hours of racing. How was your first stint? Yeah, it went very well. We did some good laps, some good lap times just until the rain came, because for a diesel car the rain is a bit more difficult. But the team has worked well, so we're very happy. 258 is fighting with the number 2 car, the DRM Motorsport car, for the Evo 2 title. But the DRM machine is for the moment in 11th overall, and the Italians are in 5th, so they have some work to do. Could you catch up with the Italians because they are 1 point behind in the championship? I don't think we can catch them speed-wise because I don't know what they're doing. We can't catch up. On the other hand, maybe we can do it over the race because they have one quick driver and we have 3 very comparable drivers. So that could make the difference, and especially traffic-wise as well. The 19 car, the Coulson Racing for Michel Simul. The new champions then. With Eric Gressens now at the wheel. Has taken over from Philippe Crosset, is in 4th overall after 2 hours of racing. Yes, it started very well, and then the rain came. That makes it more exciting, especially driving together with the 2 CVs. You have to be very careful, very precise, and very you have to pay attention. But I don't mind. That reminds me of my motocross days with some added chicanes, and it's a good thing. And by taking the start, you're champions as well. Yes, we have to cross the line. I've crossed it a couple of times now, so it's a great victory for us, especially for our friend Michel, who's certain we will see him back. It's almost been a year now. It's not easy for us, and we continue to believe that he will make his comeback. The 320 car into the box, the 2-seater Evo 1 machine, and there's a lot of spare parts on the floor there. Looks like a rather big problem for the 320. The 72 car has had some trouble as well. Here it looks just fine, but a bit later on there was contact and there was some important damage at the left front of the 72 car. And it's even difficult to get the car off the truck without damaging it even more, and it gets very slippery. Look at this drifting of the Côte Passion car. Didn't lose too much time. Some of the drivers had some trouble in the rain, and so did the 4 car later on. Well, there was a 2CV who hit the car at the left. Apparently he didn't see him. It's not really easy in the rain, because if you look at the 2 CVs, you can see they have no ventilation inside, so they can't see a lot, and I think he didn't see our car when he hit it, but it didn't take us much time to repair. 277 car heading towards the front after 2 hours of racing. It's in 2nd position, so everything is looking good for that 2nd place in the overall standings. Very quick pit stop here with Fred Capras getting out of the car and Cedric Bourne getting in. Well, for the moment it's going well, but there's still some 4 hours of racing to go. Yeah, well, it's going very well. If we finish 2nd in the championship, it will be a bit bitter, because we wanted the title. And we have won several races this year, but unfortunately we didn't get the title. And the 274 car, the other car of Team Allure, is now leading the race. The car driven, among others, by Fred Bouvy. And here is Pierre Piron getting out of the car, and Lorenzo Doniacchio getting behind the wheel of the Cottage 274 Funcup. And the clouds still gathering over Spa. These are the standings after 2 hours, with the double lead for the Team Allure, followed by McDonald's Racing, then the Coulson Racing, followed by the leader in Evo 2, Autokayes Corse. And that was the end of part 1. See you after the break. Back in Spa for the final round of the 2014 VW Funcup. We're driving with the 2 CVs in their 24-hour race. The Funcups is only doing the first 6 hours of the race. This is the 320 car, the Papis team, who had a problem early on, but is completely repaired now and is back in the race with a considerable number of laps behind, but still leading the two-seater class in Evo 1. He is the 365 leader in the Evo 2 two-seater category, but they have lost the overall two-seater lead though to the 321 rather. The DZ Racing is in fourth in the two-seater category, just behind the CBRS machine. It's all very close there, but there's one car who stands out a lot, and that's the 371. The team Come To You, 16th overall, with a big lead in the two-seater category. The number 132 leader in Evo 1, the Diebersack DDS Racing team. They are already sure of the title in Evo 1. They're just trying to get a good overall result here. They already sport the number 1 on the car. Very good season they had this year. The 271, the leader racing machine, has Loris Ciancetti at the wheel for this race, who makes his VW Funcup debut. He's the reigning champion in the Trofeo Abarth, but he's having a lot of fun in this little machine as well. It's unbelievable. I get a lot of pleasure at the wheel. It's sliding all over the place. It's really good. You come out of the Trofeo Abarth, now driving a Funcup. How do the two cars compare? Well, it's a big difference. The other is a front-wheel drive car. This is a rear-wheel drive car. So it's a big difference, but I get a lot of pleasure at the wheel. You have to adapt a bit your driving club, but everything is going well. The 11 car, the AC Motorsport, heading for a podium finish in Evo 2 maybe. Fighting with the other diesel machines, and this is the one of them, the DRM Motorsport machine. Was fighting for the title before the start of this race, but all is not going their way. They're third in the category, behind the leader racing car, the car of Loris Ciancetti that we saw earlier. And this car, after 4 hours, was still leading the diesel category, the Autocar S-Corse machine. But they were hit by some small problems all along the race. Problems of an electrical nature, and that cost them a lot of time in the pit lane. The Italian Autocar S-Corse machine, one of the stalwarts of this Belgian VW Funcup, trying to get everything back to working order, but you only have that much time to repair a car without losing too many positions, and off goes the Autocar S machine again. The 59 car, the winners of the 12 hours of Métain last time round, now fighting for top honors again, is in 6th overalls with 2 hours to go. Good result for that AC Motorsports machine. Might even win a place if the Autocar S-Corse machine drops a spot with their problems. Very steady, very relaxed pit stop here. Very efficient work. The Côté Passion car, fighting for second position in the overall standings, has climbed up the ladder in the rankings of this race, is now in 4th position after their earlier altercations with the two CVs. But there's still some tension within the team, as you can see here during this pit stop. Even with only 2 or 3 cars in a pit lane, it might seem very crowded. And off goes the number 4 car. The Colson Racing is now on a virtual podium finish with 2 hours to go. Good performance once again from Crosset and Gressens. We're driving with them during the night hours. As you can see, it's not easy. There's some 90 cars on track here, including the 2 CVs. And there's still a fight between the 2 Team Allure cars for the win in this race, with the 277 still in 2nd position. They're 1 lap down with 2 hours of racing to go. That's a difference of about 3 minutes. And it's Still the 274 car of Piron, Bouvi and Doniacchio leading this final race of the 2014 season. Gets a bit crowded sometimes on track, but taking care of traffic is all part of the game. And with 2 hours to go, these are the standings. So a double for Tim Allure yet again. Colson Racing in third, Côte Passion in fourth, and Otterkay Escorce still in fifth. So 2 more hours of racing to go. The rain has ceased, but the track is still a bit wet, so they still have to be careful. This is the 320 car. Winners in the Evo 1 division. The 360 car is in third with 1 hour to go in the 2-seater category.
Comment ça se passe pour vous
How is it going for you? Well, not too bad, but we're third in the 2-seater category. The bad weather and the safety car, and we didn't have a bad luck. We had the stop and go as well, so it could have gone better, but it's not finished yet. We still have 1 hour to go, and we might win another spot. But it would be difficult indeed for the 360 machine, especially since the car in front was this one, the 365 car pass machine, heading for the 2-seater title. Their second place would be enough to take that title. And the winners in the 2-seater category was the 371, who really dominated the race in the 2-seater category, finishing 17th overall as well. The Team Come To You machine. Deberzak DDS Racing Team won the Evo 1 category in their 132 car. With the 258 fighting for the championship in Evo 2, dropping a place in the final hours of the race. Still fighting hard to get a good top 10 overall finish. The win in the Evo 2 category, the diesel category, went to the Leader Racing machine. And the fight for the overall lead looked to go the way of the 274 car, with Pierre Piron at the wheel.
Le dernier relais de la saison.
Last stint of the season, how is it going? Well, it goes very well for the moment. For the moment, we're still 45 minutes away from the end, but we're leading the race. But I think we have a lap lead now for the moment. It's Lorenzo at the wheel. He won't take any risks. He will control the race, and normally, if everything goes well, we should win this one. So that's a good end of the season. And indeed, everything went well for Lorenzo Doniacchio. Everything went well for Colson Racing, for Michel Simul as well. Finishing the final race of the season in third position. The 277 took second place, and that was enough to finish second in the championship as well. And the Allure team #1 car, the 274 car of Frédéric Bouvu, Pierre Piron and Lorenzo Doniacchio, took the win. The red and white checkered flag at the end of the race for the Funcup. The 2CV still had to continue, of course, but it was a great end of a great season for the VW Funcups. And happy faces in Team Allure. It was a great win. We were fighting a long way to get this win. The team prepared the car very well. It was the car went very well today. I'd like to thank the team. It was a great job. And championship winning 365 car in the 2-seater category. Very happy as well. It's fantastic. We took the title 2 years ago, but last year we lost it. Now we're taking the title. It was a great race, this last one. Great atmosphere within the team as well. And the Delahaye team, who did a great team in preparing the car. A fantastic final race. It's not easy with the 2 CVs and the rain, but we had a lot of fun. So the 2-seater podium then, with the Team Come To You winning it. Their second win of the season. We didn't have any problems. We're very happy. It was our second win here in Spa this season, so this track must suit us very well. And the Leader Racing car winning the Evo 2 category.
Félicitations, une très belle.
Congratulations, a good win in Evo 2. How was your race?
C'était pas mal.
Well, we had a good start of the race when we went third, and then we controlled the Italians, and we passed him in the final hour of the race. I think we must be fifth overall and winning the EVO 2, so it's a good weekend for us. The rain helped us a bit. And winning the overall race, the Team Allure won, with the Team Allure 2 second in the race and second in the championship as well.
Une deuxième place ici
A second here and second in the championship. Are you happy?
Oui, c'est sûr.
Well, yes, but we've been chasing that title for a while now, and we will end up getting it, I'm sure. Team Allure winning it and taking the double as well, with Colson Racing in third, Côte Passion finishing fourth, and AC Motorsport finishing in fifth. And that was it from the 2014 season of the VW Funcup. See you next year.